And the mash bill on this is a 95.5 MGP rye, but it is finished in...
It's not MGP.
What's that?
It's not MGP.
What do you mean it's not MGP?
This is the blunt blend.
Right.
It's MG Pizzle for Rizzle.
Hello, and welcome everyone to episode 269 of The Mashup, the best bourbon conversation you are going to hear all week long. We're your hosts, Stephen, Kenny, and Anthony. What's up, Kenny?
What's up, man?
Not too much. 269.
Boom. Dang, you're fine.
Yeah,
give it to me one more time. Get low.
There you go.
Get low, get low, get low.
Oh, man. Well, as you...
Actually, that's 369, so yeah, never mind.
Well, I was going to say...
We're 100 episodes away from that.
100 episodes, then you can sing that again. Right?
I will.
Very good.
I will.
So as you can see, we are a duo again tonight. Stephen, I don't want to say that he just... abandoned us, because he didn't. It was just surprise. He's like, breaking news, I'm going to Tennessee. And I was like, what? I'm like, we'll hold down the fort for you. So we are recording this on a Tuesday, but it will come out on the 4th of July, big dog. Any 4th of July plans?
A lot of 4th of July plans.
Oh, yeah?
I have this thing called work.
Oh.
And, working, and I love fireworks. Did fireworks shows forever.
Right.
Sold fireworks kind of illegally. Heck, like a lot of the bourbon world is illegal, but yeah.
I didn't know that.
Tons of fireworks, dude.
Wow.
Insane amounts.
Yeah.
But one of my buddies, Chris, Chris Baker.
Yeah.
So he does a lot of fireworks shows, but he gets his like permits pulled and stuff. So he actually does it, the right way.
Right way, yeah.
Unlike me.
Yeah.
But so I'm gonna probably go catch a couple of Chris's shows. I think he's doing like 7 this year.
Oh, wow.
He does Proud Marys and a bunch of other places around.
Oh, so yeah, I met Chris when you introduced me to him. I couldn't believe he was a podcast listener, and I know he had a bunch of shows last year. I didn't get a chance to go to any of them. Yeah. So I'm hoping maybe this year, but I got to check in when they are, because
I got a schedule he sent me.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
I'll have to send it to you.
Well, I won't actually be here in Lexington. I'll be up in Ohio at my cousin's place.
You were just in Ohio last weekend.
I know. This is 3 straight weekends in Ohio now.
It is 3 weekends.
Yeah. I'm moving back.
Wish you would. Go ahead and do it. Get gone, man.
No, so what last weekend was, I'm trying to think what last weekend was. Now I can't remember why I was even there. No, I was there for
family reunion.
My nephew's graduation. Then I was there for a family reunion, and then now we're up there for a 4th of July / wedding celebration. So my cousin is getting married, and actually I think he's already married, but we're doing like the reception after the fact kind of thing. You know what I mean? So that's 3 weekends, a lot of family, that sort of stuff.
Is he Greek?
Yeah, Greek. Yeah.
Did he have a big fat wedding?
No big fat wedding this time.
Okay.
Yeah, not all. Contrary to belief, not all of us have huge weddings. So yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's good. Well, we wish all of our listeners a happy 4th of July. I know that it's kind of cliche, but when we were recorded, we always had a chance to like keep track of holidays, and lately we haven't done any of that. We just record and that's it. So happy 4th. We hope you all celebrate safely. Don't do anything stupid like anything wacky with fireworks and alcohol.
Yeah, I saw a lot of like a lot of Facebook little things going around with like X-rays of people.
Yeah.
And it was like 4th of July would be the last time that a certain number of people have 10 fingers, anymore and stuff. So and it was like pictures of ERs where fingers just blowing off and all kinds of crap.
It's a really good bottle for standard lighting off of fireworks. If you need something with a nice base, is 4 Roses. 4 Roses bottles are nice for sticking Roman candles in them and bottle rockets and other things like that. Oh yeah.
They just seem too short.
No, they work pretty fine. I mean, yeah, they're pretty good. They're heavy enough on the bottom, they don't fall over, that kind of stuff. So
interesting.
Yeah, I've used those in Woodford double oaked bottles.
Woodford double oak, I see.
Yeah. So use your bourbon bottles for some shooting off fireworks. I'm such a weirdo. Anyway, man. Any bourbon news? Anything else that you want to get into? Like, I kind of want to broach the subject of something with you, but I don't really want to. I don't know if I should bring it up or not.
Well, I'm gonna bring up something first.
Okay.
And we'll see if it relates to yours.
All right. Okay. Let's see.
I've been seeing a lot of 18-year bourbons hitting the market, where different groups are doing picks. A lot of those groups are claiming to be Barton. I guess it could be. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we picked a monster last week.
We did, absolutely.
We absolutely picked a monster. So it is going to be under the for the podcast. So I talked to Alvis.
Alvis, yes.
Alvis.
That's breaking news.
Oh, it is breaking news. Oh my gosh! All right. So
oh my God.
I'm all over the place with this, but we'll circle back.
We'll get back.
So we did our round one,
right,
of our best of blinds. Mm-hmm. Every other year, we wait till the very end. We do 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 rounds, like all within 5 to 6 weeks. So
it's not good for the health.
Well, just it's you got holiday time and everything else. So we did 13 whiskeys last week, and we'll probably get together in 3 more months and do another 10 to 12. Then when we get together towards the end of the year, we'll finish it all out. But we were talking, and I said Alves.
Yeah, like we always
my
said,
boy,
Alvis.
My boy. It's Alvis. And it's Alvis.
It's Alvis.
And he's never corrected us.
Yeah.
Never corrected me.
Alviss. Yeah.
But, so we were in Nashville on that trip that you were supposed to go on.
But
you wimped out.
No, nephew's graduation, bro.
Dude.
Brah.
So what?
Brah.
Like, literally, so what?
Love you, Anthony. That's my nephew's name.
Oh, that's why you went. You wanted to hear your name called across.
It's my namesake. You
want to hear your name called
across.
He's
the third Anthony Lamperos, so there you go. Yeah.
Wow, it's like the freaking Gremlins, man. Feeding them and getting them wet and everything. Goodness gracious.
Yep. All right.
Let's get back to one of the 2 stories I'm telling at the same time.
Yeah,
here.
absolutely.
So when we were in Nashville, he was on the phone with somebody. He's on the phone with insurance or with, I don't know what he's on the phone with. He's like, Ryan Alvis. And I look over and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, because he wasn't correcting anybody, right? He just was like, that's my name.
I felt like I was 2 inches tall. I felt like that YouTube listener called me out again. But
you're right. There you go.
Dude, I was like, dude, why'd you never correct this? And he's just like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. So now I got Alvis. So let's get back to the story there.
So Ryan's name is Ryan Alvis, not Alves.
Yes.
There you go.
I feel so horrible.
You heard it here first on the mashup.
Ugh, I feel so bad.
So back to what you were talking about, 18-year, I got to say it, banger.
Banger, dude. So banger. So we
bangers.
We had 6 samples to pick from, and it was me and you, Alvis, Jordan, and Cam from Drums and Dram.
That's right.
We had 6. We went through and tasted them all. Unanimously, all of us liked this one barrel the best. And then we kind of liked our second and third place, kind of flipped back and forth, but they were both good. We went and tried 5 more barrels. We were able to walk back and actually tap them and try them.
That was after I departed.
You departed.
Yeah.
Wimped
out.
Yeah.
Weak.
We did fine without you. Anyway.
All right.
But and we came back, and honestly, those 5 are still good. But the top 3 from the very first 6 we had, that was the top 3.
Yeah.
And the one that we got is 135 proof.
Okay.
So most of those I've seen are 125 to 128, somewhere through there.
Yep.
135.
Yeah, that was, from what I remember from it, it was like, it could be like a sweet brown butter. Like it just was brown sugar, just sticky and gooey and good and sweet, and it was amazing.
And we blinded it against Calumet 18
and GTS.
Oh yes,
you forgot
that. So I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But we blinded all 3 of our top 3 picks.
Okay.
And honestly, all 3 beat Calumet 18.
Wow.
Which I am shocked for, because Calumet 18. I love it.
Right.
I think it's great.
Right.
I used to say the best mass release of 2025, but according to our blinds last week, evidently, I liked Russell's 13 better.
You stand corrected.
Well, so what was wild is I took the Russell's 13 against Calumet 18 and George T. Stagg, and I blinded it, and I liked the Calumet 18 better.
There you go.
But then we did our big blinds and we talk about this. I talk about it. We had 13 out there. And only was it 4 in front of us at a time or 5? 5 in front of us at a time.
I think it was 5.
So Calumet 18, although it was great, Russell's 13 just stood out more. Because when you have 2 things next to each other, or you blind 3 things next to each other, or even 4 things next to each other, if you know what those 3 or 4 are, So chances are when I was blinding them before, I could kind of tell, hey, this has got some of that characteristics of Calumet 18, and boom, that's my favorite. So doing big blinds or double blinds, either one, is just a different animal, man.
Well, and I think it speaks to what you're going to get from some of these Elkwood barrels and other things that you see coming out at 18 years is a lot of people are going to look at that and they're going to say, okay, Calumet's out there, 18-year-old trophy decanter. You got to remember that that's a blend. These are all single barrels. They're all going to have different character, and they're all going to taste different, honestly, based on what we had and what you sampled. I sampled 6 personally. You guys sampled 5 more. That's 11 barrels, right?
Yep.
And they all had variance in the way they tasted. And I wouldn't say that there may be one that I would have kicked off, just one out of all of them that I thought fell a little bit flat. That was about it.
So out of the 6 you tried, the one you kicked is also the one that me and Cam kicked.
There you go.
So 1 out of 6 we literally kicked.
Yep.
3 of those 6 were great. That's what we rolled with, and the other 2 were still very good.
Yeah.
But then you just got to determine, is that $400 good?
And when Cam walked in, I was I didn't expect to see him there. I was a little starstruck again, even though I met him before.
Yeah.
And I didn't know whether I should give him a hug, tackle him, try to give him a kiss. I wasn't sure. He's an attractive man.
Well, you like him so much, you are now sitting in his seat now.
I know. That's a good transition over. You didn't think I was going to bring it up, did you?
So tonight we are flipped where we're sitting at. And we are recording this on video.
Yes, we are.
And that'll be Patreon only video.
That's right.
Because what we're going to do, we're still going to do the normal Tuesday and Friday audio episodes of just traditional podcast. Supplement a lot of video stuff, start doing more video stuff, but you will get a behind-the-scenes video recording of us recording this pod.
Well, you'll get to see all the times Kenny stands up and leaves the table and does all kinds of other hijinks.
That's right. Pick my nose, flick it at Anthony.
God, I love it.
But so after that pick that day, Cam came over, and we recorded a video for us on the mashup.
Right.
I just haven't put it out yet.
Yep.
So we'll have a YouTube video recorded. And then we went live on with his Discord and Patreon group, and it was actually live on YouTube. And it wasn't just Patreon only, it was just straight up live on YouTube.
Yep.
And that video, we did some insane blinds, like 4 of the best turkeys ever against each other. We did crazy GTS stuff, crazy hazmat stuff. We did all kinds of stuff. It was 3 hours and I think 11 or 15 minutes long.
Yeah.
It was a crazy video. It has been marked private for now after the next morning. And that video is going to be reviewed by Cam to, make sure it can stay out there.
He's got his work cut out for him there.
That was a long, long video. It was a crazy night.
Yeah. So it was my daughter's birthday that day. So that gives you an idea that I got to sneak away with her permission for the Elkwood pick. So anyway, get out there, and then I go to dinner. And after dinner, my parents were in there, hung out a little bit, then they left. And I'm just getting actually ready to upload the podcast of all things. So I hadn't uploaded the podcast this Thursday night at 10 something. All of a sudden, Kenny texts and says, live right now on Drums and Drams.
He's like, go.
He said, go. So I pulled up my phone, set it next to my computer while I was editing, and I could not stop laughing, man. I was just rolling the whole time. And I was actually shocked at how many people that were part of that community, some of them already knew about us, which was shocking to me. Like I jumped in I don't even know who it was. Someone was like, oh man, Anthony's here. And I'm like, because I have my name on there, obviously, that people could see I was part of the chat. But I kept threatening to come over here and break up the party because I was worried about the state of you gentlemen after all those pours. So it was funny. Then someone in the audience started like, go over there now. Like they were egging me on like, no, please stop saying you're going to go there. Just go there.
We broke out and did push-up contests.
That was ridiculous
stuff. David Jennings came on there.
Yeah, he was great.
David was on there commenting.
Reading a lot of that live comments were great.
And then there was a mashup post that I did. I forgot what it was for. What did I even post about? A couple days after that. But a lot of people on that post were like, Kenny killed Cam or whatever.
That was for the blinds, yeah.
The blinds episode, that's what it was.
People,
so
you're like, Cam's dead.
Yeah. It was great.
Well, Cam's alive and well, we can tell you that much. So.
Yeah, no, he was fine, man. Yeah. He really was fine. He was 100% good. He's a professional.
And I thought one of the funny things was the dynamic when people were like calling you like Cam your son and you his dad.
Well, dude.
I was dying.
Well, something else I just figured out that
Theoretically,
night.
you guys figured that out. Then.
My oldest son's 29. Cam is 30.
That's crazy. I know. So it could actually be the case.
So I got the Alvis reveal versus Alves, and I figured it. And then also I got the reveal of Sage is my oldest son.
a lot of breaking news.
What
tonight.
am I even doing here, man?
Yeah, it's very good.
It's man, I'm in total horrible.
Bro. No, all good stuff. So,
Gosh, there was something else I was going to say. What was something else that was really recent?
related to that or related to upcoming stuff?
It was the
what?
blinds.
Okay.
The Four Rose Father's Day
Yep.
scored much better in the blinds, but that was 10 proof points higher
Yeah, it was the
than
higher
the one
proof.
that we had.
It was the high proof one.
So any of our listeners that listened to that episode, Anthony, you even had the caveat though. You even said this is a lower proof one.
I did. I pointed that out. I
So
said maybe
I will 100% agree with you on that. Now that we're blinded a higher proof one.
Mm-hmm.
If you get a higher proof one, honestly too, those are still just 250.
the high proof ones are.
They never climbed to that 400, 500 like the flood bottles and all that.
Well, we don't want to reveal where it placed yet because we got a long way
we're
to
going
go.
to reveal where it plays.
Yeah,
but I'm saying those I would say, because I said what I was, maybe think it's worth the same as a $100, $125 single barrel pick.
Yeah, we were pretty hard on that.
Well, the higher proof ones,
Yeah.
I would go higher. I mean, it really was better for the higher proof one.
Yeah.
And a crazy standout is an Evernorth pick.
Oh yeah,
Dude.
I need one of those.
Oh,
I know,
my gosh.
I know Alvis isn't going to facilitate me getting one, but I'd like one of those.
Yeah. So
I just want to say Alvis a whole bunch.
I know. But
Yeah.
a lot of good fun stuff coming up, man. I know what I was going to talk about.
Okay, well, I can tell you something, and I can tell our listeners.
Oh, that's right. You're going to bring something up too, yeah.
No, this is something we'll be bringing up a lot over the next month. In early August, actually August 8th to 10th, to be exact, we are going to be at the Hoochie Whiskey Festival, Music and Whiskey Festival in New York, in Rochester, New York. And so we will be there as sort of whiskey media, for lack of a better thing, and enjoying the festival, getting to interview some brands, hopefully talking to some of the artists and things like that. But this is something that we've known about for a while, but we weren't really sure how it was going to shake out. And we are definitely locked into that. And we're looking forward to getting there to Rochester and hopefully getting to see some of you. So if you're in the New York area or if you travel for music and whiskey festivals, come see us. We'll be there for Friday, Saturday, and part of Sunday morning probably, and then we'll be taking off. So check that whiskey, their website out. It's called Hoochie Music and Whiskey Festival. Grab some tickets if you want. We'll be there. The mashup will be there representing.
Just be sure to put Music Festival after Hoochie
Right.
If not, oh boy.
Only you would say that. I love it.
Yeah, it'd be great to see some of our people up there, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So reviews. Did we get anything this week?
We did, actually. So this review comes to us from Apple Podcasts, and the username was Arsenal4040. So that leads me to believe we might have a Gunners soccer fan here, which...
Arsenal, I think gun. Second thought was soccer, so yeah.
Well, there you go. Arsenal Gunners, that's what they are. So I'm a Chelsea fan. I know a lot of our listeners will hate that and make fun of me, but I proudly wear it, and I'm a good Chelsea fan my whole entire life, so eat it. Anyway, the title of this review was a great listen for any whiskey fan, and this reviewer said, I myself am now a bourbon podcaster, but this show has become one of my favorite listens. Solid reviews, friendly banter, and chatter about groups that don't exist will keep you entertained. These three amigos of bourbon keep it simple and honest about what you should have on your shelves, and I say cheers to that. So, wow, a fellow bourbon podcaster. I'm wondering who that is. Do you have any idea?
Zero.
Okay, well, reveal yourself to us so that we can support your podcast as well. We really appreciate you listening. It means a lot, and it means a lot to keep those 5-star reviews coming in, so please continue to rate and review, like, subscribe on YouTube, but rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Facebook, other places where you can leave 5 stars. It always helps.
And the big thing still, just if you can go to YouTube, look up at the Mashup KY,
right,
and hit the subscribe button. You don't have to watch any videos. There's only one video on there now. You don't have to listen to all the audio episodes that are on there. Some people do listen because they actually like the YouTube format or better than Spotify or Apple.
Yeah, see, the audio is better.
But you don't have to do that. But please hit the subscribe button because, to my knowledge, we need to get to at least 1,000 in order to like go live on there.
Yeah, go live and have more opportunities to do things, to bring you more content. So please. So if you would like a shout out on a future episode, please leave us a review on any of those platforms. I'm seeing a lot of comments come in on a lot of comments. Jeremy's in on the comments on Spotify are so funny. We'll have to read all those in one episode. He's been great. I was laughing my butt off yesterday looking at some of those things that he's posted. So keep all that stuff coming, and we will give you a shout out the next time we record.
So, Anthony.
Sir.
Tonight.
We
have, your eyes look like they're a little red.
Already?
And look like you're squinting a little bit. Your eyes are barely open and they're red.
Really?
What's the bottle we have tonight?
Oh, now I get it. You silly guy. So, for tonight, we have Dark Arts.
Blunt Blend.
There you go. Right. So this bottle comes to us from the Dark Arts Whiskey House, which on the back of the bottle, it actually says Sparta, Kentucky, but they recently opened their Lexington location. So we could say Sparta or Lexington, I think would be fine.
I think Sparta might just be where it's bottled.
Is that where it's bottled? Okay. Well, cool.
Well, maybe not. No, I don't think it's bottled there.
Well, I like to think of them as a local Lexington brand.
No, they're 100%
anyway.
Lexington.
100% Lexington, and they'll say that stuff on their website. But the bottle date on this is 2025, April 2025, to be exact. 420. LOL.
That's right.
Okay.
Macaulay knows what he's doing.
I'm going to be pouring this one right here. And go ahead, Kenny. You can get yourself some. So ABV is 57.4. Proof is 114.8. Age is stated at 8 years. And the mash bill on this is a 95.5 MGP rye. But it is finished in...
It's not MGP.
What's that?
It's not MGP.
What do you mean it's not MGP?
This is the Blunt Blend.
Right.
It's MG Pizzle for Rizzle.
You're killing me. I was like, wait a minute, where's he going with this? So it's straight rye, but it's finished in Armagnac and Madeira. Those are the finishing casks for it. And for those of you out there that are wondering who in the world would create a whiskey and call it Blunt Blend, I think what Macaulay fashioned this after is obviously having something. People always create blends for cigars, right?
Yes.
And so he kind of thought about it and said, it's like a cigar blend, but we'll call it Blunt Blend to be different and to sort of accentuate things that people might find that they like to do together, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is,
I've never had that experience of doing these things together, but I just thought that I would make sure that I told you that. But last thing, MSRP is it 100?
I'm going to say 99.
$99. I think it's around $100. I don't know. To be honest with you, if you look online, you can't find this.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is they released this one time. It sold out pretty quickly. And this is, to my knowledge, a second batch of it.
Yes.
So this is the second release they've ever done. And they don't have a ton of special releases under their belt. So prices vary. I know I had their one for Derby that he did to honor Isaac Murphy.
Yeah.
I think we talked about that on the episode. We'll mention that here in a second. But I had that one, and I think it was like 125 or 130. So it wouldn't be surprising if it actually is that much too. So,
well, me, Alvis,
and
Jordan went to their grand opening last Friday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
On
the same day as our blinds. We went before the blinds.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me? I wouldn't have been able to go anyway. But I would have loved to go down there.
I wasn't going to tell you, but you just brought it up. I messaged Monsty and asked her if you could go, and she said no. So that's why I didn't invite you. That's my new plan now.
Yeah,
actually,
you did not.
I did. I actually asked your wife first, and then if she says yes, then I'll invite you after that.
These guys keep making things up. When they were in Nashville, they made up so many things, and I believed half of them. Like the one thing, like the person you said you had lunch with this person who was not there, and you didn't have lunch with them. So you guys are liars. You take advantage of my niceness. There it is.
We did go though.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. So if anyone has ever been
talk about that.
To the RD1 original place, it's over in the Distillery District.
Right.
That's the building they took over. But when you walk in, you will not recognize it. It absolutely blows away what the other place looked like.
So they actually took over that space?
That exact corner spot. That's where they're at. It is insanely amazing in there though now.
Wow, okay.
It is awesome.
Great.
So here's the thing. I shot some videos on that.
Okay.
And I recorded.
Nice.
I just haven't put it out yet.
Okay.
So I do have videos on that. We'll probably post a little bit soon.
Your video archive is going to be insane.
Well, man, so I went to post a little video on our 18-year barrel pick.
Yeah.
And I got started on it, and I got stuck with a different point where I was at, and then I got busy and forgot. So,
you played Diablo, didn't you?
New season starts today.
It's always Diablo.
So,
it always takes over Kenny's life.
I got to create a new character and go.
There you go.
But no, the place is beautiful. If you're in Lexington, you got to visit there.
Right.
So what they're going to have, we talked about the new RD1 place.
Right. Which is gorgeous.
They have barrels that you can thieve from and bottle your own. Dark Arts also has that.
Yeah.
Amin at Old Louisville does that. And then Whiskey Thief does that.
Okay.
I don't know of any other distilleries. And I'm sure there's some, don't get me wrong.
Bluegrass does it now too.
Oh, crap. We just talked about that. Talked about that.
That's all right. No, I mean, no, but Bluegrass does it.
Bluegrass.
Yeah.
That's kind of a new concept, man. That's awesome, though. If you travel in, especially if you're traveling from out of state, especially, but travel in and you get to go sample some stuff and then just, boom, bottle it.
You're like, I bottled this with my bare hands. And then you take it back to your friends and you're like, look at this bottle. I bottled it with my bare hands. And they're like, oh, this is amazing. That's what I'm going for, right?
Yeah.
It goes down just like that. Before we move on to talking about this bottle, I wanted to tell you, did you see who's going to be the first band to play at the amphitheater that's going to be right there by RD1?
No.
You'll never guess.
Well, number one.
It's the first concert I ever went to.
There's an amphitheater getting built there?
I think so. Or wait, maybe it's not.
Maybe it is.
I think they're building an amphitheater there.
I saw a ton of construction over there, but I didn't know what was going on.
Okay, so I might be confused here. There's two amphitheaters. I think there's one being built there, and I'm not sure if it's the same one, or there's one being built downtown. Whichever one of those amphitheaters it is, and I'll have to look for a future episode, we'll tell you definitively. But the Beach Boys are going to be the act. That's going to be over there.
I was going to guess... Okay. I was guessing Conway Twitty.
Well, it should have been Conway Twitty. Is Conway Twitty still alive?
I don't think so.
Okay, I didn't think so either.
Twitty City.
There you go. That'd be good. But the first concert I ever saw with my family was the Beach Boys back in 1980. I always get the date wrong. It's either 87 or 89. I'd have to look.
Yeah.
I was a little guy, and of course Brian Wilson just died, so it'll just be like
Beach Boy.
I think there's 2 or 3 original.
Okay.
I think there's 3 original members. But anyway, that'll be some fun. But real quickly, so I personally don't think there's a better looking bottle in modern, what I call new brands around Lexington and even nationally. I love the Dark Arts bottle. I think it's absolutely fantastic. It has this like glass top on it. For certain special releases have the glass top. The other ones have like a regular cork on them or wax. Right?
I thought that as well. So I went to some websites.
Right.
Even their new core stuff is starting to have those glass.
They all have the glass on them. That's a very nice touch. And it got an actual synthetic cork that fits in the bottle well.
But I'm pulling these out to look at them. So even though the bottle shape is the same, they're all really pretty. Like,
yeah, beautiful.
The actual design. Here's the thing. If you go visit the new Dark Arts place.
Right. You should.
You will see Macaulay's attention to detail and eye for just design stuff. So this label's beautiful, just like the new place is.
Yeah, and this is, I can't remember what he calls this guy in the middle, but he's a made up like saint or something like that is creating the alchemy for the whiskey. But this bottle is white, blue.
No Macaulay. There's no telling
gold.
What that is.
Yeah, you never know.
I wouldn't rub it and say a word 3 times. You know what? There could be something pops out at you. So.
There could be. That's right. But the gold accents, the way the label is on this, it's just a gorgeous bottle. It's actually a bottle that's almost empty as well.
So listen to this crap. Anthony comes over. Well, messaging earlier about which bottle. He's like, let's do the blunt blend. I'm like, cool. So he shows up with this bottle, and it is literally 3/4 of the way gone. And I'm like, what is that? Is that your batch 1 from last year? He's like, oh, no, this is the new batch 2. I'm like, dude, you've only had a couple weeks.
Macaulay, you jerk. You turned me into an alcoholic with this bottle. Man, I'm not... Okay, so here's the thing. I know you talk about tasting something for the first time and blinding it. Number one, both of us tasted Blunt Blend last year, the batch 1. And so this wouldn't be foreign to us. And then I really wanted a bottle when I got my hands on this one. I cracked it right away, and as you can see, I've been enjoying it. But I haven't really talked too much about notes and things like that. So you want to get into it here?
Yeah, let's go in for our first nose.
All right. A little tribute there. So you're still going to get, this is a rye whiskey base. So you're going to get rye notes like, I'm getting like a licorice out of this. I'm getting a lot of spice. And then the soft notes that I think are brought in by the cask finish are more maybe like honey, getting some honey notes and other kind of sweet things that I can't quite put my finger on, but that's kind of where I'm at.
I'm getting like a granddaddy purple on it.
Would you?
And a runts.
Did you say granddaddy purple?
And some Afghan Kush.
Oh my God.
And I'm getting some Girl Scout cookies on it.
I believe
and some Gorilla Glue.
The modern, what do they call those? Terpenes? That's what everybody talks about now, the kids. Like, I don't know what that's about. I don't know a whole lot about it, but yeah, it's got some.
This is candied. I don't know the right kind of candy to describe it as, but it's candied.
Yeah. What's interesting is as much as I've drank this, you think I know more about the nose, but I just put it in the glass and I just go, man. I just go.
Yeah.
I go northeast, west, south. I go.
Well, let's go in for a taste.
All right. Oh, my God.
Man, see.
What were you going to say?
You get that. It's a very good traditional MGP on the very front.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just taste some of that Armagnac, slight Madeira. See, Madeira is not a good finish for me.
I know you've mentioned that many times. Man does not like the Madeira.
This does not have that sulfury matchstick Madeira finish.
Right.
It just has a little bit of that to it, twang to it. What did we just did? What did we do? We just did a bull run.
Right.
So the bull run that we just did, I loved that 17-year pick. You could just tell even off the first sip, it was definitely, a finished, but it tastes like Armagnac to me, like grape and all that stuff. But the other one we did that Sean sent, you still had a lot of the notes of the American whiskey coming through. So this has that. This has that rye whiskey coming through with some finishing on top of that. It doesn't just taste like just finish from the jump.
Man. So, okay. What I get, the first thing that fills your mouth when you taste this is like a very sweet, almost like dark. I don't know how to describe it, but you ever had a variation of like different types of honey?
Yeah.
Like a dark honey note. And then it kind of, for me, dissipates into those like berries, like tart raspberry, maybe like black cherry, and then like the spices, like you said. I mean, I'm getting all that stuff in the front end, and I'm getting the rye in the back. That's kind of how it tastes to me, almost like the finishing has influenced the front of the palate, and then the back finish is rye. That's how it's drinking to me anyway. But
I'm texting Macaulay right now.
You are?
And I said, holy cow, this batch 2 is amazing.
Yeah.
I will take a few more if possible.
Okay, there you go. Okay, thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, I need quite a few of these. I mean, it's going to be pretty anticlimactic pass try by, considering, but...
Oh, dang, man.
What's that?
I spilled mine. I need to pour some more.
He lied. That bottle's going to be gone.
Daggone it.
That bottle's going to be gone.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't mean to drink all your whiskey.
No, trust me, I need some help on this one. I don't want to be killing the whole bottle.
Oh, you need no help. But you got to knock that by yourself.
So the reason why I think I've put away so much of this so quickly, and when I say quickly, like it's probably going on about a month, but that's a lot quicker than I would drink a bottle.
Yeah.
Is because it's so sweet up front. It's like got such a sweet front palate. Like at times it'll almost fool you that it's like butterscotch, right? So I said honey, but there's times where I sip this and I'm like, man, that's like a butterscotchy, like berry cobbler, like in the middle with some spicy finish. Like it's just crazy.
Very fruity. So that's good. Good job, Macaulay.
I love it. And here's the thing. I haven't got a clue of how it would taste with a blunt. Is it supposed to be paired, I guess? If he was here, would he tell us that it needs to be paired?
So, speaking of that, at work, we have a new under-counter refrigerator.
Yes.
It is the Weed and Wine under-counter fridge.
Are you serious?
Yep.
So it's branded as that?
It's branded as Weed and Wine.
Okay.
So you got your wine racks down low and a little humidor up top, but it didn't say cigar. It's literally Weed and Wine.
Wow. So that's another thing, right? Everyone has been kind of, it's a taboo type of a thing, right? You don't want to talk about something because it's still illegal, but at the end of the day, that's coming.
It's legal in a lot of places, though.
It's legal in a lot of places, and it's coming faster than everybody thinks, and pretty soon I think we'll be talking about it like second nature. Like, it won't matter. I mean, a lot of places already do, but it's just interesting how much that's becoming part of the normal society, when before it used to be frowned upon. Yeah. So when I say frowned upon, not that I frowned upon it, but society frowned upon it. That's a good way to not get the wheat and wine fridge. Come on. How much is it?
I mean, it's probably like $1,500, about the same. So they're like regular fridge is probably $1,300 because it's like a little under counter fridge that you build in.
Yeah.
And their wine, just the all wine unit's probably $1,700. So I think it's like $1,500 or so.
Right. Oh my gosh! I just realized that I posted a tasting notes. Did you realize I posted them? In the show notes?
Manuka honey, dog. That's what I'm reading. Manuka honey.
Okay, let's see here.
Chewy caramel.
So yeah, here's the
white grape.
Yeah, Kenny's giving you guys the actual things that come from their website. So they're calling those flavors on the finish apple, pear, and honey. Soft tannins of caramel. Okay, so butterscotch. Fading with hints of resin, chocolate, and fruity terpenes. Well, if those are fruity terpenes, I will take them, sir. My goodness. Hibiscus is a good one on the nose. I didn't even think about hibiscus. Okay, one more thing I want to tell our listeners is, if you guys didn't have the opportunity, say you're new to listening to the podcast, or I don't know, anything else, the episode 153, because of you, Kenny, we had Macaulay on.
Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
And he just kind of showed up like a hurricane. That's the best way to put it. And, Steve and I had never met Macaulay before. Kenny had met him quite a few times, and it was a delightful conversation. In fact, when I look back at all the guests that we've had on the podcast, I've loved and respected each of them for different reasons. But I had a great time when Macaulay was here, and I look back very fondly on that episode. So if you want to know more about the origin of dark arts, what Macaulay was doing, he was part of the single barrel program. He was actually the single barrel program guy at Wilderness Trail, right?
Yeah.
But you can go back to 153 and listen instead of us repeating it for you. But it was just great. You get to hear about his sort of a little bit of his upbringing, background, a lot of stuff. It was great.
Yeah. So I think with him, he's eccentric.
Right.
His hat game, he's got the shiny shoes, does just great outfit type stuff. I couldn't wear it at all.
I could rock that. I
believe he might partake in some of the illicit things that you talk about are becoming more mainstream now.
I mean, he's making a whiskey called Blunt Blend.
But that's kind of what you see on the surface.
Right.
But talking to him that night, dude, he's actually he has to have genius IQ.
Yeah,
he's intelligent, man.
Massively cerebral.
Surreal, very. It was a really good episode, I thought, on that with him.
No, it was. I'm going to have to reach out to him and tell him, hey, man, we're talking about Blunt Blend. We need more of these. We also need you to share that episode or post it on your website.
Yeah. I do have one thing I want to pour for you.
Okay, yeah, please.
So
I was about to pour more of that.
A new dark arts blend coming out.
Okay.
That is red and white wine finished.
Okay.
Macaulay graced us with a small sample of that.
Wow, that's super nice of him. Is that a vinegar bottle?
Now, those are 375s that I buy off of Amazon.
It looks like a BT single oak bottle.
Kenny Mills Project. Is that single oak project? No. So I've got the 16-ounce Boston Rounds, right?
Right.
And this is 375, which is like 12 or
gotcha.
12 and a half or 13 ounces or whatever, 12 and a half ounces.
Gotcha.
And then I got, so that's one of my in-between bottles.
Nice. Like it. So people that aren't familiar, just in case, I think we covered this on the other episode, but they have core products for dark arts while we're tasting this new blend. The core products are, I think, barely legal bourbon. Let's even get this: Armagnac, French oak, and toasted Mizunara is something that was new, I think, that they added because that wasn't around when we talked, or at least I didn't think it was part of the website. Those are the 4 core products, if I'm not mistaken. And then there's a bunch of special releases.
They have their rye done in Amburana.
Yeah, Amburana. That's the Amburana finish was one of the, rye Amburana, barely legal bourbon, French oak, and toasted Miz. Those are the 4 core products. And then these ones, special releases, I think it's Blunt Blend, the Derby one. They had a double oaked rye. They had a maple Amburana, and
what's like this? This is a paddock pick.
Right, we've talked a lot about that.
That was finished in Armagnac.
Right.
That's one of the best things I tasted last year.
And those are custom. That's what I was going to say. They have a single barrel program that's custom where you can kind of, get what you want, which actually makes me think, why haven't we picked there yet? We need to pick there. I mean, we definitely need to.
Nah, yeah, we can. I'm sure he'll let us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure we can. Get that figured out.
Holy mackerel!
But I'm waiting for maybe some. We'll see if he's got some 15-year-old stuff, 18-year-old stuff coming up.
Okay, all right.
So what do you think about this, man? This is a red wine and white wine combo.
Well, I took a little sip. It's like nothing I've ever tasted before, but I'm not sure yet if I like it right off the bat. We got to see here.
Has a little more spice, a little more bite to it than the blunt blend.
This is a bourbon, right?
Bourbon, though.
Yeah, this is bourbon.
These are bourbons, not a raw.
Man, so I like the spiciness that it has for bourbon. Really do. It's a different profile than blunt blend. It's not anything like
That's a different profile, yeah.
Yeah. I actually think this does a nice job of accentuating the wine characteristics, like the tannins and other things that are happening. It mixes well with the bourbon. I like it. I don't know if I like it as much as blunt blend, but I like it.
Yeah. Well, blunt blend was, I think, a whole lot smaller blend than what this was. So when we were there at the grand opening,
Yep.
Sarah was there running around.
Oh, nice. So, yeah, it's just funny. I had that in my notes for a second because something big happened in the whiskey world. I don't know if we even talked about it on the podcast, but
No, because we figured, I didn't talk about it because I figured that it's still, even though they went public with that, it's still private information. They only went public because they have a public channel, but
Right.
I'll let them do their own talking, and if people find their video, then they find out,
right. And I think I've mentioned this before, but I just want to mention it again to reiterate. Like Chad and Sarah, it's bourbon night. I've known them for a long time. Like I think I met them back in 2017 or 2018 at a Liquor Barn release. So I've known them for a while. I've watched their channel and things like that. Well, they sort of shifted around. Sarah actually took an opportunity with Dark Arts.
Yep.
And so she is now, I think, a brand ambassador, right? Is she a brand ambassador? Is that what the role is?
I'm not sure what her exact
tours and stuff
name
like
is,
that.
but she does she does a lot of stuff there.
Right. So she's fully in with Dark Arts now, and then Chad has moved on with other Chad, Chad Watson, who we also know, and they have It's Bourbon Night with Chad and Chad. And so I think it's worked out for everyone right now, but I've just been shocked at how quickly, I guess not shocked, sorry. They've been around bourbon much longer than we have in terms of their YouTube presence and the media they're doing, but I'm not going to say much more about it except for that I think it'll work out for the best for all of them, but I'm really excited that Sarah's part of the brand and, because she's always been super nice to me.
Yeah.
When I see her, always pleasant, and I'm a goofball to everybody, so I'm pretty easy to ignore if people are like, wait a minute, oh, okay, there's that guy again. Do I really want to talk to him? And she's always been very kind. In fact, I remember when we started our podcast, I was at a Liquor Barn release, and they were there just shooting video and talking to people, and she came over and was like, do you want to do like a thing for your podcast and talk about the release and being here? And I was just like, not in the mood that morning. I think I was a little hungover. And I was like, no, I was like, thank you so much, but not for me. And so, yeah, they've always shown love. So I'm glad that she's with the brand now. And I think that they're bringing other people on too. Like, I feel like I talked to Jason. There's somebody else that he knows that's going to be part of the brand too. So that was pretty cool. Like someone else who he knows that's been in distilling, but I don't want to break that news if it's not official yet. So,
somebody that works there, he's in charge of their single barrel program. His name's Matt something. Mm-hmm. I think wasn't he with RD1 or has he always been with Dark Arts?
No, Matt. Is Matt in charge of the single barrel program?
That's what he said the other day.
Okay, Matt actually started in Bourbon Life.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, it's from Bourbon Life.
Okay, yeah.
That's not who I was thinking of. Yeah, I don't know. If that becomes public, then we can circle back on it. But I think that Jason told me one of his friends that I think I've met before is going to be affiliated now with Dark Arts in some capacity. So Macaulay's building a team, man. He's building a good team. And he also has another partner. I think it's
David Pete. David's awesome, man. I've met David four or five times.
Yeah.
He's a good dude, man. He's a cool guy.
Yeah. I hate to talk about the brand like it's only Macaulay. He's just the one that's most out there. David and him are partners, I believe.
Yeah.
In it. And so, yeah. So what do you think? I mean, just being honest with you, I don't dislike this blend, this red and white blend. I mean, with this in front of us, the blunt blend, I would take that over it. But
the red and white wine is set longer. That's really sweet now. As it set.
Okay.
But,
no, I like. Okay, the best way to.
No, dude, no. Blunt blend trumps it easily.
Right.
No, I'm not saying that.
The thing that's unique about this blend is that if it's double cask wine finish kind of thing, I'm not sure what kind of wine casks are used, but you can definitely taste that nuance. Like the fruit sweetness of a wine, or sometimes what's considered to be like a little bit more oaky. And then also like the floral and stuff like that. It kind of really mixes well with the bourbon. So I like it. I like it. Yes.
So this blunt blend, MSRP's got to be minimum $99.
I think it is. I looked it up.
Bare minimum $99.
Yeah, $100 in MSRP.
But yeah, so Anthony,
sir,
would you pass, try, or buy 7 of this blunt blend?
Well, you teed it up nicely. I will say that this, everyone knows I like rye whiskey and I like wheated whiskey. This is one of the most unique ryes I've tasted, and I love it. I'm actually, because we're close to killing this bottle here, I'm going in for a little bit more.
Don't do it.
I'm doing it. You know why? Because this has been something that I've loved so much.
We have recorded another episode, dude.
I know, but I'll have a little bit more, just a tiny bit more.
All right, then.
So, yeah, this is easy. I buy it, and I'd buy it 7 times over, like Kenny said. I might actually see if there's a way that I can get a case of this, because I love it. I absolutely love it. So, and the other thing is I know why you're telling me not to drink more of this, because then I'd have to open another one if I do get it, because we haven't. This is a 2025 release, and we got to rate it.
Score it too,
and we got to maybe put it best of. We got to do all that stuff.
Could you hand me that list right there?
Sure can. The list. Oh, you guys thought the list was high tech? The list is pieces of paper. It's not. It's not high tech. Here's a pen if you need it,
dude. I'm old school.
I know. Hey,
I'm using my filter right now.
Oh yeah.
I want to say it because I know on the podcast you can edit it out.
Yep.
But we got the video going over there, and I really don't know if I want to say that. Oh, I'm using my filter.
Hey-o.
Oh, I'm using my filter.
Hey-o. Okay. Keep it inside. Just have more blood blend and you'll mellow out.
So we need to just go. Let me write this down here.
That's lip smacking good. ASMR. Must be the terpenes. And just to reiterate to our listeners, as Kenny is sipping over there, I'm a buy all day. I don't think there's a secondary on this. I've never seen it sell for secondary.
I didn't go yet. I'm a buy.
I know you didn't. I said while you're sipping.
No, buy.
Buy. We have the rate here, but this has nothing, even though it's called blunt blend, it has nothing to do with actual wacky tobacco, just so people know. Because people will listen and they'll use heuristics and they'll be like, wait a minute. These guys are talking about a whiskey that's infused. It's not infused. It's just finished in Armagnac and Madeira. Do you want me to do my score here now, sir?
You do your score. I got mine in mind already.
Okay. My score for this, now granted, I have housed almost this entire bottle, so I'm a little bit biased. I'm actually going to go with an 8. I'm going to go 8.
That's a big score.
Yeah, it's a big score. I'm going with an 8 because I really do like it. Now, if it were in the blind and it's tasting, I think it would still hold up because it's 115 proof, but what say you?
I'm going to go 7.5.
Wow, okay. That's a little bit higher than I thought you might go because you're pretty...
Well, I was 7.25.
Okay.
Is where I was at. But I just looked and I gave Baumburger PFG 7.5.
Yep.
I gave the Jack Daniels 14 7.5.
What did I give JD 14?
8.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
So I'm going to go 7.5 on this.
Yeah. 8 means I really like it.
Yeah.
Baby, I like it.
Boom.
And with that, thanks for listening to this episode. Please like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Mashup KY.
Don't forget to visit our partner, bourbonoutfitter.com. Enter code The Mashup for a special discount.
Also,
head on over to our partner, the Woodwork Collective, at woodworkcollective.shop. Enter code MASHUP for a 15% discount.
let us know your thoughts on this bottle in the comment section. Until next time, keep it neat.